Okay, here we are. We're doing another dirty pour. Actually, I'm here with my grandson Cole. He's 10 years old. That just lets you know that anybody can do this technique and everybody enjoys it. This is his second flip cup. He's done one several weeks ago. He's already chosen his colors and actually poured his dirty cup because we were having video issues earlier, but hopefully we've got those resolved. So the colors that he's using is, they're all by the Fine Touch. This one's titanium white, sky blue, Naptholine Carmine, and Mars black. Like I said, he's already got the dirty cup poured. We're going to flip that over here in just a minute. I did want to say that in mixing the paint, I did something different today. I did 1 part paint, 4 parts Floetrol. I didn't add any water in because I had a horrible experience the other night and most of my paint ran off the side of my canvas. So we're trying it today with no water at all in the paint. I did put 5 drops of silicone in each cup, and he mixed them all pretty good, so we're not sure. We may get a whole bunch of cells. We're just gonna see how this comes out. So Cole, can you tell me, why did you pick those colors? I'm looking at that and I'm seeing kind of like superhero colors. Who is it that has, I'm trying to think of the emblem. It's not Superman, it's who is it?
I don't know.
Sister's in the background. Kara, who has it?
Superman.
I don't think it's Superman.
Superman.
It's American. Let's see.
Captain America.
Captain America. That's it. That's what I was thinking about. Captain America. Well, he hasn't picked these colors for any particular reason. He just liked them, I guess. And we're probably going to do a couple different things because there's another technique that he wanted to try that we're probably going to do on a bigger canvas. So we're going to put some paint around the corners. One of my big pet peeves is not having the whole canvas covered. So we're going to pour some color on the canvas. I'm going to flip it over first. Then we're going to cover the corners, and he's going to pull the cup off and maneuvering, and we'll see what he comes up with. So I'm going to flip it for him. And we're going to let that sit there for just a minute. So Bud, you want me to just put white in the corners? Do you want me to put some colors in the corners?
Probably just white because there's hardly anything else.
Well, but there's a little bit of some other stuff. So we'll start out with white, and we might end up putting some of the other colors on there too. This just helps the paint, once you take that cup off, helps pull the paint over to the edge. And we're using a 6x6 by 1 inch canvas, so it's thicker than what he used before. So there's a lot of edge to cover there. You can see the blue in the background. That's just left on that from a pour I did before. It's dry, so it's not going to have any effect on this. We'll still be able to pick up any. I'm going to put some black if I can get some. We can still pick up from the sides if we need to. I'm trying to do this around the tripod, and I'm kind of over to the side, so try to get a little black over here too. Not a whole lot of luck, but alright, so you said when we were talking about this yesterday, you wanted to move your cup around a little bit before you pulled it off. And remember, we talked about move it around to where you want to, but then pick the cup up just a little bit at a time and let the paint come out a little bit at a time. So go ahead, do your pour. You can move it around however you want to, bud. So when you're moving it around, you're holding it still on the canvas and just kind of scooting it. And then you just pick it up when you're ready. Alright, so then move this back out of the way and let's just see what happens with that. Now it's looking pretty awesome so far. Now, actually Mama's gonna maneuver this around a little bit, okay?
Okay.
First of all, we're gonna torch it and see what kind of cells we get. Yep. It's getting some cells. You did good, bud. That's awesome. And every time I see this, I'm going to think of Captain America or Batman or something. Superman. Alright, we're going to get that out of the way. I forgot my gloves again. Awesome. So, just scooch it around. What are you liking the most about it so far? Point to it.
This.
That. So you don't want me to run that off, right?
Right.
So I'm going to try really hard not to. I'm going to go that way with it some. I think it looks awesome. Not really sure how I'm going to save that corner because you don't want that big white blob in there. But we'll figure out something. And I may just have to go fast. You know how I end up going fast. Because my patience run out. But I'm going to try not to do that. Here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to pick some of that up. And just put it on there. To get rid of part of that. Let's see. Let's see if we can try to help that corner. Out some. It's hard for me to do that when I'm not in my usual place. Let's see. See if we can help this corner out some too. It's hard doing these bigger, thicker canvases because it's, oh, got the shapes. So much canvas to cover on the side. Alright. Do this a little bit again. We may end up losing part of that, but I'll try not to lose it all. And we're going to go that way. What you think about it, bud?
I like it.
I think you did awesome. Now we just got to deal with these corners and the edges. Let's see, there's a whole bunch back here I can pick up and put on there to cover these sides. So we can just do that and let it fall on down. Turn this around a little bit. Put that on there and let it go on down. I think you're not going to have the issue that I had the other day. I think the paint's thick enough that it's going to stick on there.
Okay.
And I'm going to torch it one more time too and see what happens.
Okay.
Good with that?
Mhm.
I hope my head's not right in the view. Maybe not. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. So, when you do this and you have to pick up from your drippings, you want to pick up from the place that matches where you're putting the drippings on the canvas. So I've got a lot of dark over here and some red. So I'm going to pick that up and try to place it to cover so that it blends in and it doesn't look like it's just put there out of place. And there's one more over here. Turn this one more time. Nope, actually there's another corner over there. I'm going to use this because this has got some white on this edge. And then alright, so I got
There's a little right there.
Oh, missed that one. Good eye, bud. We'll bring that up a little bit and try to get that red to go down the side. Well, I still missed it. There we go.
You didn't miss it that time.
Didn't miss it that time. Alright, so now you want to take your palette knife and run under the bottom. Because if it's still dripping off the edge of the canvas, it'll continue to pull paint off the canvas. And I think I'm probably way over to the side there. So let's get back in the middle. Got it all covered now. Got black hands. I always forget my gloves. It's a mental thing, I guess. I'm going to torch this thing one more time and see what happens. I think we're probably going to get some more cells going on there, bud. What you think? Oh yeah, look at that blue popping out of the corner over there. Got some red over there. Bringing some blue out.
Try doing it more on that one big cell.
On this one?
Yeah.
There you go. That brought some white. This looks awesome, bud. You did a good job. You're getting a lot of cells now. I'm going to do the sides a little bit. So Sister's here. She's going to do hers next. And my mom's here. She's going to do one too. So we will be back in just a little while. Okay, so it's been probably 5, maybe 10 minutes. And here is Cole's pour that he did. And I'm trying to get a little closer to give you some idea of some of the cells that are going on. I think he did an awesome job. I wish I could get that white one right there into focus better. But he's got a lot of cells. He's got a lot of stuff going on here. I think he did a really good job. That just goes to show you anybody can do this. And it's awesome. So good job, Cole. Okay, I'm back now with my granddaughter. She's 11. Her name's Kira. She has also chosen 4 different colors. She's going for green, blue, purple. So she's using a Fine Touch Rouge. She's using Folk Art Metallic Emerald Green. She's using Fine Touch Mars Black and Fine Touch Viridian. We've already got those mixed up. We use the exact same formula as we did before. 1 part paint, 4 parts Floetrol, no water, and 5 drops of silicone in every color. she's not going to be doing a flip cup. She's going to be doing a different technique. She wants to achieve a different look on hers. So, Kira, you can get started. And you want to kind of rotate. You don't want them all to be the same. You might want purple on the bottom of some, green on the bottom of some, black on the bottom of some. That way you'll have multi-color layers. Those cups are hard to work with, aren't they? I'm not going to be buying those again. I've actually ordered me some of the I can't remember what size they are, but they're like the little medicine cups that you take your medicine out of. So I ordered some. They'll be here on Tuesday, I think it said. I also ordered me a color wheel last night. Remember we were talking about that yesterday when we were...
Yes.
So I ordered me a color wheel last night. It looks pretty awesome. And I will put some links to some stuff underneath the video. And as always, I'll put the links to, or not the links, but the colors that we use underneath the video. Yeah, what about that? Yeah. Yeah, those cups just get so squishy, and it's alright. And those paints haven't really been mixed up that long, maybe 30 minutes, because we mixed those before Cole started doing his video. And we got to remember, that's a thicker side, so you're gonna have to put more paint on the top, because it's gonna have to run over. It's alright. You can make bigger dots if you want to, because you're going to be moving that around. You have no idea what's going to happen. And when we put the torch to it and the cells start coming out, you know, that's why I like this, because you never know what it's going to turn out like. You could do the exact same thing with the exact same colors 3 times in a row, like I did not too long ago, and they all came out different. So Kira's our artist. She likes to draw. She likes to paint too. Okay, now I think I would just... Well, I don't know. I'm going to let you do it. You just do what you want to. Say, Mama, this is my painting. Let me do my painting.
I think I'm almost out of this one.
Okay, you're getting close to being done, because you almost have the whole canvas covered, and so I think you might need to start rolling it around a little bit to get some movement going, and then we'll just have to maneuver it to where it'll go down the sides. Okay, so you're just going to pick up from under here and kind of hold on, and you can use your thumbs on the side, because we can go back in there and fix that. And you're just going to start tilting it around a little and Like if it starts running off here and you don't want it to run off, then move it back the other way. If you want it to run off. But the more you rotate that around, the more it's going to change. Okay, so rotate it that way just a little bit, and then we're going to torch it. And then that'll let you see some cells. Okay. Okay.
I'm glad I wore gloves.
Yeah, just keep your hands to the sides right there. Try to get some cells going on in there, so you can see which way you want to move it around. I'm trying to get something to pop through that right there. It's coming on the side, but not on the top. What the heck?
Oh, there's a little right there.
And there's some on the side. Alright, move it around a little bit more, and then we'll try to torch it some more. You don't want to roll it straight off. You want to maneuver it around some to try to get some different shapes. What about try to pour it towards that corner, and it might make some of that stretch out. What you thinking?
I like it, but we do need to add some like right here.
Well, we can do some on the sides. Are you happy with the top? Do you want to do anything different to the top? So you think we just need to pick up some from the sides and put on the edges. So let's go ahead and take these off of you, and then Mama will try to fix the sides for you. Here, let me. Okay. Woo! Alright.
At least they're not dirty.
Let's see. This right here matches
This right here.
that pretty good. There's not a whole lot of that. We could probably use a little bit of this.
I wouldn't mind it. That.
Well, that got that part. Now let's see, we can use this for right here. Oh, my shaky hand. I can't. I have a hard time doing it from that side. Let's see. Get a little bit of that up there. Alright. Now let's check these other.
There's some right there.
There's some right there. Alright, let's scoot it over just a tad bit. Whoops, you got that, sissy? Alright. I don't want to get out of... But we need to be able to see it. You wanted to fix that? Okay. So you just kind of... You don't want to mix it. You want to just kind of pick it up. Okay? And then just let it fall off right there. And look, you can scooch over and fix that little bit right there. Okay? We may need to move this over a little bit so you can get to the excess. Oh, look, there's a lot over there.
There is a lot.
Alright, so we're going to move that over right there. Yeah, we can still see what you're doing.
This looks good.
Okay, but now you got to be careful. Pick up instead of trying to mix. Because see what you just did? Instead of picking up, you made that all just kind of muddy. Okay, ma'am, I'll help you with that very last. There's some on that side too. Okay, ma'am, I'll pick this up back here for you.
Yeah.
Alright, now try to put it a little bit like right on the very top of the canvas right there, and then you want to tilt off. Okay?
Okay.
You still got a little bit right there. Alright, you got it. Let's torch it a little bit. Well, I keep looking for purple to pop up in that green right there, and it's just not going to.
That's blue.
Okay, in that color. This color right here. Please comment on this video. Is this color right here blue or green? Some shade of green. I see some shade of green. Kira sees a shade of blue. My mom sees a shade of green. The actual name of it, I think, is Viridian. Maybe we need to Google that or something. But anyway, there's Kira's. Now, when I'm looking at it through the camera, it does look blue. It looks more like a baby blue or something. But my eyes in real life, it looks like it's a light shade of green. I don't know, but anyway, there's Kira's. And let's zoom in just a little bit. And we're going to be back. Oh, she's still touching up, I think. Oh, no, she's scraping the bottom so that it doesn't pull. She did really good. She doesn't have a whole lot of paint left over. She did real good. So, we'll be back in just a few minutes with my mom doing her Notre Dame pour. Alright, so here's a little bit closer up of Kira's. And then I will share finished products when they're done. So there's pour number 2, and Nanny will be coming right up. Okay, this is going to be the last one in this series for today. Now it's my mom's turn. She's Nanny. She's going to be doing a Notre Dame themed pour on a 7x14 canvas. And she is using Fine Touch Cadmium Yellow Medium. She's using Anita's All-Purpose Acrylic in Leaf Green. She's using Liquitex Basics in Phthalocyanine Blue. However you say that. Or Blue Phthalocyanine. I don't know. If somebody can tell me how to say that word, that'd be awesome. And also Folk Art Pure Gold Metallic. So, Nanny's going to do a flip cup. This is her first ever time doing this, but she's watched my videos and she's been wanting to do it, so I said come on down and we'll show you how to do it, and you can make whatever you want. So, of course, we know she loves Notre Dame, so that's why she's picked this. So, Nanny, you can go ahead and start pouring your cup. So what you're going to do is just, you can pour it in there in any order you want to. We've mixed hers the same way, no water. 1 part paint, 4 parts Floetrol, and 5 to 6 drops of silicone in each cup. So you can just pour it in. You can just pour it straight in. You can pour it from high. You can pour it from low. You can swirl it around. Whatever you want to do. You're going to need every bit of that paint to cover that canvas. We may have to mix up some more. If we do, we'll go off camera and do that and come back. So what you want to tell us about Notre Dame?
Well, they're the Fighting Irish. They're in South Bend, Indiana, where I'm originally from. Have been a Notre Dame fan for years. Have walked their campus, seen their little old school that started out years ago, their first building, taught all their classes. And if anybody ever goes to Indiana, go to South Bend, Indiana, and go to the Notre Dame campus. It is one beautiful campus.
So how many years you been a Notre Dame fan, Nanny?
Oh, Lord, I'm 80 years old. I have been a Notre Dame fan for 50, 60 years.
And she said, Notre Dame's on later, playing USC.
Yep, the Trojans. I shall be home watching them.
So we don't have to ask who you think is going to win.
Notre Dame. Although they are rated, the Trojans are rated 11th and Notre Dame is rated 12th. So you've got two top teams playing each other.
Well, it'll be a good game then.
And ladies and gentlemen, they don't know what I'm doing.
Well, if you can see inside that cup, I'm seeing some action going on in there already. I think it'll come out awesome.
I painted before with her with the brush, and now this time I'm using just
This is her first time doing the fluid acrylic. I find it very calming. I think she'll find it calming if she wasn't videoing. It's a bit messy, but that's okay.
It's fun. It has to be messy to be fun.
That's right.
Cooking's a mess too, if you're doing it right.
But you love to cook, so. And hey, this involves a recipe. If you don't get the paint right, you're gonna have an issue with the outcome. So, it's kind of the same thing. I'm thinking we are going to need to mix you up some more paint. I'm going to stop the camera right now and we're going to mix up some more paint and we'll be back. Okay, we're back. We got her some more paint mixed. She's going to continue doing her cup. I did put about 6 more drops of silicone just right in the cup before she started pouring this right here. Trying to get her some cells. So she's going to finish mixing her cup and then we're going to do her flip. Yeah, I think that gold's going to give it a gold overtone. If anybody knows anything about Notre Dame, they wear gold helmets, and don't they repaint them after every game, Mom, so that they're not...
They are 24 karat gold. They're painted every Friday night.
That's pretty awesome.
And Notre Dame just built a new stadium, added on or redone their old stadium, which they now have classrooms down below. It's one end, you still see the God up there, putting his hands up, wanting the touchdown. Then you see the big building back of it. It is an awesome building. They have added to where they can seat over 9,000 people in that stadium now. And I'd like to be one of them one of these days.
Well, one of these days you'll get to go up there and be there for a game.
I did see him play in Tennessee one time. I got to go up there and see him. I'm doing this backwards.
You can put it in any order, it doesn't matter.
I thought it'd be different.
Yeah. Yep, and I think it's going to take that whole cup to cover that. We should have done 2 separate cups, but I think it'll be alright. It's just going to stretch it out, and I think that'll be a good thing. So you can do it in any order you want to. You can change up the order if you want to. It'll just make for a different, you know, lots of different effects. I think I'd finish off with that gold, and then we'll probably be good to flip. That'll leave us a little bit in there to kind of deal with the corners if we need to.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm going to help you with the flip. And then it's going to be all you after this. So we got it flipped. We're going to let it sit there for a few minutes. And then we're going to let her flip that over. Okay, so we're back. Nanny's cup's been poured for probably 30 minutes. We went downstairs and visited for a little while. She's going to take over. She's going to move her cup around on the canvas a little bit, and then she's going to pull it off, and we'll see what we get. We're just trying to get some canvas coverage. And then she's just going to lift up a little bit at a time and just let that paint just kind of come out a little bit at a time.
It's coming out.
It's okay. Just move it on down. There you go. Okay, so you want... Okay. Now.
Ooh, it's running good.
Yep. So, we're going to torch it real quick first. See what we got going on. Alright, it's running off the back, so that tells me it's because it's uneven. So, just start maneuvering it around. What you want to do is cover the whole canvas, kind of slow, and you can make it go that way, and then you can make it go back that way.
You need to go towards you though.
And you can come this way, and your goal is to get the whole canvas covered, but you can do it by just moving it around. You don't have to do it real quick. I get in a hurry sometimes, and I just have to do it real quick, but you don't have to. Look at all the awesome cells she's getting right there. Okay, so you see how it's spilling off so much right there?
Yeah.
So you want to tilt it that way a little bit while you're pouring it this way, if that
Tilt it
makes
that
sense.
way.
A little bit. So you're just trying to control the paint right now. So you want it to, you don't want to be pouring off this side so much, but you want it to come down here. So you might want to move your hand because you're going to get totally blue right there. Keep going because you still want to cover your corner. Alright, now you want to tilt it towards that corner. You got it?
I got it.
Okay. So now you want to tilt it towards that corner. Just that corner, not the side. Okay. Now you want to tilt it towards that corner over there.
Ooh, that's going to be pretty.
It's going to be awesome. And you want it to run all the way off if you can. And then when it gets all the way off, now you want to tilt it back to this corner. Down to that corner. That way the paint's doing most of the work for you, and you won't have to try to pick up so much to try to cover it. See how it's running down towards it now?
Yeah. That's pretty.
Alright,
That's
now
pretty.
I'm helping. I was trying not to get in this, but I am. Alright, Kara, can you get any paper towel? Alright,
It is beautiful.
it's going to be awesome because you can't even see all of the gold. I mean, we can see it but once it dries with all of that gold going on in there, it's going to be awesome.
Ooh, that is.
I'm going to pour this back this way just a tad bit. Just a little bit.
I got green nails now.
Well, you might.
I tried to get her to wear gloves. She didn't like wearing the gloves, but it's alright.
Yeah, I'm all
So we're going to pick up some of this and just lay it on the corner there where, I mean, you got really good coverage. But you can we'll just pick up some of this and just lay it on there. Got a little bit back here on this one.
And just a little on this corner
And
here.
just a little over there. You got awesome coverage. I was afraid we weren't going to have enough paint right there, but we did. Let's see. You're going to be amazed when this dries at the gold shimmer that you're going to see over the whole entire thing with that metallic gold that you did.
Yeah, there's just a little corner right there.
My head's going to get right in the... So we're going to do that right there and get a little blue on there too. Alright, just go underneath the whole thing because we don't want that running off. I think I am going to torch it one more. Our plastics buckled up. I think I'm going to torch it just a little bit more. That's going to be awesome. Can you see all that metallic gold just everywhere? Look at that right there. Where it's the blue and the dark green and the metallic is just floating on the top.
Mm-hmm.
That looks awesome.
Ooh, that's pretty.
You did good. see if we can get just a little bit more cell action going on. But it's awesome. I mean, there's lots of cells in there right now. You see all that yellow pop in that corner?
Mm-hmm. Pop in here too.
All of the blue kind of went underneath except for down here, but that's alright. There's some right there. Do some sides. Alright,
see the blue coming out now.
What you think? I think it's awesome.
See the blue popping
Yeah,
out?
the blue will start to pop up, and we'll give it just a minute. Oh, we got something right there. Don't know what that is. Oh gosh, I don't want to mess with it, but it's, yeah, it was out of the Floetrol or something.
Yeah. That's pretty. You can see it popping.
It did good. There we go. Can't even tell that I picked that off.
Now you see the gold start coming out too.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome when it dries. Because the
look here, the gold right there.
Yeah. You're going to have this gold metallic haze over the whole thing. It's going to be awesome.
That's going in my front room.
Well, alright, there's Nanny's first pour. Her Notre Dame Fighting Irish pour. We will share when it gets dried and gets varnished and let you see the end results. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel. Please like the video. And please comment on if Kira's color was blue or green. The name of it was Viridian. Please let us know what you think. Blue, green. Thanks. Okay, so here I am back to show you the finished products. And I'm going to try to do this. Okay, so I've got varnish on everybody's pieces. This is Kohl's. And it's so hard to get this without that light. As you can see, it's got a pretty deep side to it. But that's how Kohl's came out. I think it looks awesome. And here's Kira's. And again, she's got really deep sides on hers too. I've still got the push pins in there where they dried, where they were drying. And again, leave your comments and let me know if you see any blue in this picture. We're still having that discussion. She thinks it's blue, I think it's green. And then last but not least, here's Nanny's. How I wish that I could get this so that you could see all the gold in there. And I don't know why that, oh, I think that gold may be reflecting my purple shirt or something. Gosh, I wish I could get it clearer. I love it though. To me, it looks like a landscape or something. But you can see how it's got the gold running through it. Looks like an aerial view, and that's a river or something, a stream right there. But I think she did awesome. Thanks for watching. Everybody like my videos and subscribe. Please leave some comments. Thanks.